Hi everyone, today I will present my research and my topic is Driven and the Barrier of the Non-Financial Factor on the Cross-Border Willingness among the Business Analysts. First, let me summarize the aspect of my research. In my study, I address a gap in the literature where much of the existing research on the cross-border work primarily focus on the financial factor like the salary and the benefit. However, these economic factors do not fully explain why the profession, especially the business analysts, are willing to work abroad. This study will highlight the role of the non-financial factors such as culture fit, career development opportunity, visa restriction, and the family consideration. By focusing on these non-financial driver, this study will aim to offer an insight for organization and the policymaker to improve international talent mobility. Now, we come to the problem statement. Even the business analysts become more and more important in the global company, but many of the organization they are struggle to hire them and keep them in the international role because they are not fully understand what the non-financial factor that will affect the business analyst decision. And most of the research they are only focus on the financial incentive and they ignore the specific challenges that will faced by the business analysts, such as the visa problem, culture differences, and the recognition of their qualification. As we know, the business analysts need a good communication skill and the culture awareness, but little of the research they will look at the personal challenges that the business analysts will face when they are work abroad. So this study will look over how the non-financial factor like the culture fee and the visa issue affect the business analyst decision to work in the other country. The main objective of my research is explore how the non-financial factor like the culture fit, a career development opportunity, and the work-life balance and the institution barrier affect the willingness of the business analyst to work across border. Specifically, I want to determine the extent to which career development opportunity motivation analysts and how the barrier such as the visa restriction, culture differences, and the family concern limited their mobility. Additionally, I aim to explore how this factor varies across different country and culture contents, and how the demography variable like the age influence their intention. Move to the methodology. For the design of this study, I used the quantitative and the cross-sectional approach. I had distributed a structured questionnaire to who are the business analysts or who are considering become the business analysts. The questionnaire used in this study were developed based on the established theory, particularly like the theory of the planned behavior, which TPB, and the social cognitive career theory, like the SCCT, to help me frame the study variable. The survey was distributed through the Google Form to ensure the accessibility across the different region and the culture. Finally, a total of the 242 valid response were collected, which provide me a robust sample for analysis. Besides that, I also use the SPSS for the data analysis, including the description and the frequencies analysis, as well as the regression analysis to test my hypothesis. This design also allowed me to quantitatively to assess the significance of the non-financial driver and the barrier and check or explore how they impact the cross-border work willingness. For the demography respondent, in this study, a total of 242 respondents are collected. After the analysis, we found that more of the respondents are the female and the respondents mostly are under the 25 until 34 age group. Besides that, majority of the respondents they have a bachelor of degree education level, and nearly half of the respondent money income are below the 5,000 ringgit Malaysia. If let's say in terms of the working experience, more of the respondents they have 2 until 5 year working experience. Last but not least, we found that nearly 44% of the respondents are come from the Malaysia and Singapore are the most popular destination country they're willing to work. Moving into the finding, the first research objective was examine the impact of the career development opportunity on the cross-border work willingness. The study found that the career development was the strongest non-financial driver, and the respondents, particularly those who are under the 25 until 34 years old, they said the international work can become a stepstone in advancing their career. More than 60% of the respondents priority the career growth over the culture fit when considering when they're considering a cross-border work opportunity. Besides that, this result also supported by the social cognitive career theory, which SCCT, which emphasize the career development expansion play a central role in the professional decision. Moreover, the majority of the respondents they believe that the international work experience can provide the learning opportunity, professional networking, and the skill development. So we can see that the business analysts are not only motivated by the financial incentive, but the opportunity to grow professionally in international work also improve their intention to work cross border. Okay, we look over the finding of the second research objective. The second research objective in the study is focused on the institution barrier that hinder the cross-border work willingness. In this study, we found that the institution barriers such as the visa restriction and the institution the issue around the recognition of the professional qualification will significantly hinder the business analyst's willingness to work across the border. On the average, more of the respondents they choose institution barrier as one of the main barrier to hinder the cross-border work intention. Besides that, many of the respondents they also concerned about the recognition of their qualification in the foreign country. Even they are technically qualified, but they also worry about the barrier in having their credential accept. Okay, when exploring the third research objective, which is the difference in the driver and the barrier across the country and the cultural contents. In the finally, our research found that the culture fit play a vital role in the business analyst decision when they're considering to work across the border. For example, most of the respondents who come from the Southeast Asia, particularly like Malaysia, they express a strong preference to work in the nearby country like Singapore, as similarity as the key factor in their decision. So the preference highlighting the importance of the culture proximity as it can reduce the perceived stress of the adaptation and enhance the chance of the successful integration into a new work environment. The final objective in the research is examine how the demography variables such as the age affect the importance of the non-financial driver and the barrier. In this study, we found that they have a difference between the younger and the older respondent in terms of their priority when they are considering a cross-border work opportunity. The results show that the younger business analysts who are under the 25 until 34 years old group, they have a higher value on the career development opportunity, while the older respondents who are above the 15 years old, they will more concerned about the family consideration, such as the ability of their family to adapt into the new country and the environment, and the impact of their work-life balance. So this finding suggests the age is the significantly factor in shaping professional priority when considering to work across the border. As individuals progress in their career and the life stage, their priorities shift from the career development to the family and the lifestyle concern. In the conclusion, my study found that the career development opportunity are the most significantly motivator for the business analyst when they're considering to cross-border work. However, the institution barriers such as the visa restriction and the family-related concern are the main barrier to hiding the willingness to cross-border work. Based on this finding, we have two recommendations to the organization and the policymaker. First, organization can develop an international career growth program. For example, they can invest in creating a mentorship and a career development program that focus on the international assignment and the leadership training. Second, the second recommendation is the policymaker must streamline the visa and the immigration progress. For example, they can simplify the visa and the work permit progress for the skilled professional like the especially for the business analyst, which can reduce one of the bigger barrier to the cross-border mobility. I think that's all for my presentation. Thank you for your time. Thanks.